Welcome to our online workshop today entitled Identity Theft. This workshop is sponsored by HSBC Bank, the world's local bank, also Center for Neighborhood Enterprise, and also the Village Ministries. Today you're going to find out information about identity theft, three things in particular. Number one, how identity theft happens. Number two, protecting yourself. And then number three, recovering from identity theft. Before we begin today, let me share with you this information. This content is provided as educational material only and is not intended to solicit you for any product or service. These materials are not a recommendation by HSBC for any product, service, or financial strategy. The suggestions and recommendations contained within are general in nature and may or may not apply to your particular circumstances. Securities, annuities, and insurance products are not FDIC insured or insured by any federal government agency of the United States. Subject to investment risk, including possible loss of principal invested. All decisions regarding the tax implications of your investments should be made in connection with your independent tax advisor. Should you need further assistance, HSBC strongly recommends contacting an independent attorney, tax professional, or financial consultant. Let's get started. Number one, our goals for the day. Today we will answer common questions about identity theft. What is identity theft? How do identity thieves work? What can you do to protect yourself? And where you can turn if you've been a victim of identity theft. How common is identity theft? Well, identity theft continues to plague consumers, businesses, and even law enforcement. According to the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission of 2006, Identity Theft Survey Report says approximately 8.3 million consumers discovered they were victims of identity theft in 2005. The average time to correct is 4 hours. 10% reported 55 hours spent correcting the problem. The average cost to correct is $40, but 10% reported spending $1,200 or more. The average amount stolen is $500. However, 10% had $6,000 or more stolen from their accounts. What is identity theft? Someone steals your personal information, your name or your social security number, your bank, your credit card accounts or other account numbers, your passport or your green card or even your driver's license number. That information is used to access your accounts, to make unauthorized purchases, to open fraudulent accounts in your name, purchase property, deceive law enforcement, or even gain employment or enroll in school, thereby temporarily hurting your credit history. So what happens if it occurs to you? Well, first of all, you may not find out it has happened until you view your credit report. You see unauthorized charges on a credit card bill, etc. Second of all, you won't have to make payments on any charges that you did not make. Third, you might get turned down for new credit, such as credit card or a loan. Fourth, to clear your name, you have to go through a process that is sometimes lengthy. So how does identity theft happen? Well, thieves make purchases with stolen credit cards, stolen debit cards, or even stolen checks. So what should you look for? Well, review your credit reports on a regular basis. We recommend at least twice a year, or at least 6 months prior to any major purchase. When reviewing, please pay close attention to those who open new accounts that you did not open, or unauthorized transactions on existing accounts, unknown or unidentifiable inquiries on your credit report, or incorrect personal information such as your name or social security number. Carefully review credit card and bank statements, ensuring all transactions are those that you personally initiated. So how do thieves get your personal information? Well, from documents, stealing bills, bank statements, new checks, or pre-approved credit card offers, stealing personal and customer files from businesses, stealing your wallet or your purse, or even skimming your account when you use an ATM. What can you do to safeguard your documents? We recommend you store your paperwork in a safe place at home. Consider a safe deposit box for some items such as Social Security card, birth certificate, passport. Also, protect your receipts and your bills. Shred, I said it, shred any sensitive documents when you don't need them anymore. Ask that your Social Security number not be used as an identification number. Other ways thieves get your personal information from other sources? Well, filling out a change of address form with the U.S. Post Office so that they receive mail intended for you. Also, impersonating your creditor or your employer to obtain your credit report, which includes your Social Security number. Also, phishing, posing as a legitimate company, asking for your personal information online. Skimming, obtaining your account number and PIN number by using an electronic device. Or pretexting, pretending to be a legitimate company or business contact and asking for your personal information on the telephone. Or using technology to breach online security and steal account information. How can you protect yourself from identity theft? Well, don't give out your personal information unless you're sure the situation is legitimate. Don't give your bank account number or other account numbers or Social Security number over the phone or in an email, especially if you didn't initiate the call. And last of all, don't leave personal or financial information out in the open at home. How can you protect yourself from identity thieves? Listen, don't carry your PIN, your personal identification number, or write it on your debit card. Don't carry cards or identification that you don't need. Keep a list of all cards and the telephone numbers of their customer service department in a safe location at home. And also, we want you to review and monitor your credit card and bank statements and transactions. What are some other steps that you can take to protect your information? Don't leave outgoing mail in your mailbox where it could be taken. Instead, we ask that you drop it off at the post office or at a USPS marked mailbox. Don't discuss private or financial matters on a cell phone. If you want to make a charitable donation, ask for written documentation from the organization first. How can you protect yourself when you're online or conducting business on the internet? Well, first of all, don't give sensitive information, such as passwords, unless you initiated the contact. So don't type in other personal information. And then also make sure your password is encrypted, meaning not shown or shown in asterisks on the screen. Make sure your transactions are secure. Look for a padlock symbol or a key icon on your browser when you're giving credit card information to make a purchase. Log off of your browser after performing financial transactions. Delete cookies from your computer. Make sure your antivirus software is up to date, and we're asking that you delete all personal information from your personal computer before discarding it. So when you're preventing identity theft, we have a worksheet. And in this worksheet, you'll find it right here online with you. And it's going to share with you a common practice called Your Day from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. to 8:15 p.m. And it's going to go through an exercise that's going to break down what do you need to do when you go to your normal day of practice and prevention. A great activity. Next slide says, if you're a victim, step number 1, we're asking that you contact one of the 3 credit reporting agencies. Place a fraud alert on your account. Credit reporting agencies are required to pass the alert to the other 2 agencies. Credit reporting agencies will notify you if anyone requests credit under your name in the next 90 days. Also, review your credit report, which you can receive for free, to determine what accounts were open. Then also, you got to review your credit report at least 4 times a year after you reported the fraudulent activity. So once a quarter, just check your credit report. Second of all, the second step is to file a police report. Fill out the FTC's identity theft affidavit. Send a copy of the police report and the identity theft affidavit to the 3 credit reporting agencies. Also, step 3, contact creditors for accounts that have been fraudulently opened. Close any compromised accounts. Write a letter to each creditor. Include a copy of the police report and the identity theft affidavit. With this slide, we also have a worksheet that explains the preventative measures that you need to have. And then also it breaks down your organizing your identity theft case, because literally you are building a case to get your identity back. If you're a victim, step 4, you need to file a complaint with the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission. The FTC will register you as a victim of identity theft. The FTC maintains a database that is used to track and prosecute identity thieves. Who should you contact? Well, first of all, contact the 3 major credit reporting agencies. Right there on your screen, you have Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, their website and their 1-800 number. And then also you contact them to get a copy of your credit report, to report a mistake or to report for fraud. And then last of all, you are entitled to 1 free credit report annually from one of the 3 credit reporting agencies. We also have a worksheet that breaks all of this down. And also you see the website that you're going to go on to get your free credit report is www.annualcreditreport.com, and the 1-800 number is there on your screen. The handout is called Where to Report Fraud and How to Get Your Credit Report, worksheet number 2. Who else should you contact? The Social Security Administration, to advise them in case someone tries to claim benefits in your name. And the website is www.ssa.gov. And then the telephone number is 1-877-ID-THEFT. Also contact them to report that your Social Security number has been stolen or misused. Who do you contact? Well, also we're asking that you check verification companies such as Telecheck, Certegy, International Check Services, Check Systems, and also get in touch if your checks have been stolen. Contact your local bank. Finally, our wrap-up is simply this. Action steps. It takes action to correct the problem. You need to do it immediately. Protect your personal information. Shred important documents before discarding. Safeguard your information. Keep it in a safe place. Carry only 1 credit card. Review your credit report within 30 days, and then at least twice a year, make sure you review your credit report. All of this information can be found in the Identity Theft booklet, or you can visit us online at www.yourmoneycounts.com.